me- metals. And today's learning objectives are identify metal around me, explain the physical properties of metal, relate each property to daily life, compare metals and non-metals. Okay, if you are observing around us, you can see many things that made of metals, and we couldn't imagine a world without using metals, from a small spoon to vehicles, from any part of the important things are made of metals. Okay, so in this lesson we'll study what are the physical properties of metals. So, what are metals? The metals should possess some important properties. And in this session, we are discussing the physical properties of metals. We can discuss it one by one. Luster, malleability, ductility, conductivity, and sonority. And luster means you can see when we are buying a new gold jewelry, a spoon, a silver spoon, a new steel kettle, it has a shiny surface. Or if you are rubbing an old iron nail with a sandpaper, you can see a shiny surface. So the shining property of metal is called luster. Property 2, malleability. Metals can be beaten into thin sheets. Example, the aluminum foil paper that we are using to wrap food items, and gold leaf. Metals can be beaten into thin sheets. Property 3, ductility. Metals can be drawn into wires. For example, copper wires. The copper wires, aluminum wires that we are using is making use of the property of ductility. Metals can be drawn into wires. Property 4, its conductivity. We are using metallic substances to cook food, to boil water, milk, because metals can conduct heat and electricity. For conducting electricity, we are using copper wire because it has the property of conductivity. Sonority. Metal produce a ringing sound when they struck. That property is used in bells and musical instruments. And now we can do one work. Which property is used in gold ring? That is sonority, aluminum foil, malleability, copper wire, conductivity, bell, sonority, cooking pot, conductivity. And in this table we are discussing the properties of metals and non-metals. Metals, most of the metals are shiny in their appearance, and non-metals are not usually known. And metals are malleable, non-metals are not malleable. Metals are ductile and non-metals are not ductile. Metals show conductivity, but non-metal usually doesn't show conductivity. Metals are sonorous, non-metals are non-sonorous. And most of the metals are in solid state, exception mercury. Non-metals can be in different states, solids, liquids, or gases. There is a quick assessment. Which property helps metals to form wires? Why is aluminum used as foil? Why is copper used in electrical cables? Which property makes bells ring? And today's lesson we have seen metals are lustrous, malleable, ductile, metals conduct heat and electricity, metals are sonorous. And there is an homework given. Please do that, and thank you all for listening.